Alright, hey YouTube, throwing out yet another video. I know I'm kind of posting a lot really quickly, but doing them while they're on my mind. Uh, this video here, really simple. It's a concept I've been toying around with for a very long time and just now started to kind of put into practice, would be the right word, I guess. The concept is what I call the EDC war belt, or the EDC, uh, battle belt. Um, the idea with this is I've seen a lot of guys that carry battle belts and stuff like that in case things go sideways and they gotta hoof it out and stuff like that. They carry it in the back of the car and strap it on, and it's cool. They're slick. They're amazing loadouts. I want one. I'm planning to put one together for myself. The only problem I see with them is for guys like me, I carry either with an inside or outside the waistband holster uh, every single day. And the problem with that is, what do I do with that holster? Because it's not comfortable to put a belt on over that. Or if I have another gun in that gun belt, what do I do with the gun on me now? I don't want to keep it on because I wouldn't want one pressing up against me with that holster or belt on the outside of it. I've done some playing around with other belts as over belts, stuff like that, and my holsters and their positioning and stuff like that. I don't find it comfortable at all. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, well, I already carry a fixed blade, a little spew, so nothing special, but I carry that. I already carry a flashlight, a multi-tool, and every now and again spare mag. I've been known to do that. That's the primary things on a gun belt. And I was like, well, I also carry a tourniquet in my back pocket every time I leave the house. And I was like, well, it's like I wear one anyway. So I started playing with the idea of actually setting one up. So this is kind of what I'm working with right now, and you're going to see in a minute a better fixed blade option than this that I've been kind of playing with, just because it's a knife that I made, and I'm finally getting it finished and wanting to see what it is actually capable of doing. So yeah, let me just run you through what I got right now. So on the front, right here, as you can see, it'll be right on the crotch. It's CRKT spew. Just as a get off me or general purpose utility knife, and you can see I carry it a lot, so it needs some TLC because it's rusting, because it's summer in the state of North Carolina, which means it's humid all the time. And then I have a Surefire. Sorry, not a Surefire. I used to carry a Surefire. If I can get it out. There we go. This is a Streamlight. What are you? You are a Streamlight Polytac. I actually really like this light because it's high right off the bat. And if I double tap, I got strobe. Sorry, not trying to do strobe. I have low. So I like that. Normally it's not that hard for me to get into low. Just not having a good day with it right now. Oh, yeah, and then for my multi-tool, which one of the key things, even with just an EDC belt, is put stuff in the same spot every time. A buddy of mine used to move stuff around, and he could never find anything. Always patting himself down trying to find it. Sorry, that was a little sidetrack. But I carry Leatherman rebar. Again, this one needs some TLC. It's covered in sand and a little bit of rust from the humidity and the sand from working summer camps. Then I have a spare mag for my M&P, which is my current EDC gun, which is a spare mag pouch. This is a ProTac mag. But yeah, and then give me 1 second, I'll flip this over. Sorry, I don't have a tripod or anything. Doing everything one-handed is not super easy with stuff like this. It's all floppy. Yeah, so my custom knife that I made in the Scout style, small to back carry, and it looks like these interfere with each other, but when you're on a rounded human, not a flat ground, they don't at all. The draw on this is amazing. I was using it at work to cut some stuff up. But yeah, so I have that set up right here. Don't know if it's gonna stay there. Kind of am liking it just because it's my knife I made, and it's actually pretty practical. Let me switch hands. I'll show you what this looks like. Bigfoot coming in. All right. There's a little Tonto. It's a 1/4 inch thick D2 tool steel. and it was perfectly designed for my hand for several different holds, and it does not disappoint in any of them. But yeah, so that's my better fixed plate option that I was mentioning earlier. I may have to put you down for a second. Nope, there we go. Then I have my M&P that I just showed in another video about weapon philosophies. That's just a M&P 2.0, fully stock right now. Only thing on it is the Streamlight TLR1, just the standard, so I believe that's the SL. In a Bravo concealment holster. It's actually a really nicely made holster. I'm having a little bit of problems with tension. It's not quite where I want it, but I can fix that with a heat gun or honestly a lighter. I've done it before. But yeah, so that's kind of the overview of it. Oh, and I said I carry a tourniquet. That's wrong pocket. That's my wallet. So that's the tourniquet I carry every day. And as you can see, the packaging is beat up because I carry it every day. And no, it's not the best tourniquet. I'd rather have a cat. They're easier. They're better. But cats are harder to carry with everything else that I carry on me and still maintain a fairly sleek, low profile. Which I say that I'm not all that concerned with that kind of thing. And the reason I am not is because I stand at 6'3" tall and I weigh in at 300 pounds. I'm a big dude. Now, I am out of shape and I am overweight, but I'm not a fat dude. I can hold my own pretty well in most situations. My size does afford me the ability to carry a full-size gun and a very large knife and all this other stuff very easily and have it concealed. So because that's the case, that's where this whole thing comes from. I'm trying to figure out the best way for me to be prepared at all times. So far, this is the best setup I've come up with. I do have a plan to get either an It's Tactical IFAK, one of their slimline ones, or put together some other form of IFAK and get from Warrior Poet Society the ankle wrap. I forgot what it's called. It's an ankle wrap trauma kit carrier to put down on my left boot, because on my right boot I have a boot knife that I carry every day, so I don't want them interfering with each other. But yeah, so let me know what you think. If you have any questions or comments, concerns about it, hit me up. Be glad to answer what I can, and hopefully this gave you all some ideas, at least something to think about and consider. The whole point of the videos that I do here is to get people thinking, to get people working and being prepared, and to show you can do this on a very strict and tight budget. That's what I've been doing for most of my life. I haven't had a whole lot of money coming in, so I save pennies. I do whatever I can. I reuse. Anytime I have an opportunity to get free gear, even if it's not the best, I take it and I'll modify it to make it the best that I can. Until I can afford something better. I'm saying way too much, but yeah, I just want to show people that it's not impossible to be prepared for multiple situations without spending a ton of money. Would it be nice to have all the Gucci gear that has been thought out, and people with tons of life experience that have been in combat, and police officers for centuries and all kinds of stuff have come together and come up with these great ideas and great concepts and amazing gear, and then people who know how to make things really well put it into action and make a piece of gear that you can run over with a tank and it still work. Yes, it would be amazing, but not everybody can afford that. I know I can't right now. I'm working towards it, but I can't. I save up my money so that I can, but in the meantime, I try to get things that will at least allow me to have some capabilities in that direction until I can afford that thing that is the top tier, is the best. And now what I'm not saying is buy cheap just so you have something. What I'm saying is Don't buy something just because it's cheap, just to have something. Buy the best quality you can afford at the time, and then save up and put a hard plan into action to get the next step up in gear. If you follow my channel, you'll know that I used to carry Smith & Wesson SD9 VE with a Olight PL Mini Valkyrie on it. Love that gun. Still have that gun. Won't ever get rid of that gun. That was my first handgun. And I bought that because it was the best thing that I could afford at the time. But it wasn't lacking in reliability. It was just lacking in polish. I'm not going to sacrifice reliability for price. I'll do something else until I can get enough reliability to make me comfortable with it, if that makes any sense. And like I said, if y'all have any questions, put them in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them. If I can't answer it in the text, I'll try to make another video soon answering any questions y'all have. All right. Have a good night. Peace.